a dragon and climb to the top of the tallest tower. Also, why the fuck doesn't Hagrid just suck it the fuck up and carry it up there? He's the keeper of the grounds carrying a box.
He's distraught. He is losing his baby.
Harry maybe should have just been like, hey, suck it up. Carry it up there, because I'm not going to get kicked out of this Hogwarts for your ass. You did. I won't. Take your pink umbrella with you if you're scared. Harry and Hermione do end up making it to the top of the tower. They are the ones that end up there because Ron is in the hospital wing because of his bit hand. His infected hand.
Asshat Malfoy, here we go again, comes to the hospital wing pretending like he's gonna borrow a book from Ron just to see what's going on.
That whole thing is a little bit weird to me, by the way. That Malfoy would go out of his way to make up a story about borrowing a book to taunt Ron while he's in the hospital. Like, the whole thing just seems a little clunky.
He's got his own, doesn't he? When you get your list before the beginning of the school year, you're told to get everything you're going to need. All your books, your robes, your wand, your pet, all that. Wouldn't he have that already?
And why would he go to that kid of all kids? If I were Ron, I'd probably tell her, what's her name, Madame Pomfrey, this kid's not my friend. Tell him to fuck off.
Right.
No, I'm not going to borrow my book.
Super, super small sidebar. Just a quick question. Because I brought up Malfoy getting all of his shit for school, does he have a pet? Does it ever say what kind of a pet he's got?
No.
To be honest with you, Malfoy seems like the kid that would probably injure an animal.
You know what? You're probably right.
I do think he has an owl, actually, now that I think about it, because his mom does send him stuff, like, on a regular basis.
Okay.
So I do think it's mentioned, like, as a side thing that he has, like, an eagle owl or something really fancy.
So there it is. Yeah, rich kid fancy. Go figure.
Yeah.
Okay. You would assume he would.
Yeah. Ron is apparently chilled out because of this hand injury, because I cannot imagine Ron actually letting Malfoy take his book. The book that Malfoy ends up taking has the letter from Charlie in it, which is how Malfoy ends up at the bottom of the astronomy tower the night that this all goes down.
They have no choice but to go through with the plan as is, because the people are already coming to get the dragon. There's no time for them to change what's happening, so they just kind of have to just go with it.
Right, they have the invisibility cloak. Just go with it.
This actually goes off a point James made in an earlier episode. Wouldn't it be really fucking useful if a wizard could just take his wand and put it to his throat and talk to another wizard? They're flying from Romania to England.
Yeah.
That's big flight.
Yeah.
And they're a long ways away, and it would be super useful if they had something that they could communicate a little more quickly with each other. But they haven't thought of that? It was something that James said in an earlier episode that has been bothering me ever since he brought it up. Like, yeah, why the fuck are they being dumb? Letters work, but instant communication is what's up.
Especially when there was telephones at this time.
They should have that technology.
No, absolutely.
I think the great part about this is Malfoy tries now. He's figured out his plot and how he's going to do this, and cashes in on this knowledge and tells McG this is going down. And she catches them at the bottom of the tower, and she's like, you're ridiculous. This is not happening. They don't have a dragon. Detention. Suck it, Malfoy. You get detention in your face.
Of all people, why would he have picked McGonagall, though?
I think he did because McGonagall is head of Gryffindor House. And so instead of it once again being Snape going after a Gryffindor, it's the Gryffindor head going after the Gryffindor.
Yeah, I think that he didn't want to have to mess with Snape potentially telling him to leave it alone, just because Snape is kind of a dick. I mean, he's nice to Malfoy, but overall, he's an asshole. So, you don't really want to piss him off in the middle of the night. You don't want to go knock on his door and interrupt his sleeping schedule
Right.
down in the dungeons.
And I think it's so ridiculous to them because this is, like I said earlier, a felony level crime that Harry's committing. This is a serious deal to have a dragon egg, a dragon, anything to do with it. And so I think when McGonagall hears it, she's like, okay. Some of the kids here might do some pretty dumb shit. But what you're talking about is just way too far out of the realm of possibility. And so, gets Malfoy in trouble.
But I do think that does speak to why he would have gone to McGonagall instead of Snape, because if you go to Snape with an outlandish story like that, Snape's going to be like, fuck out of here, go to bed. Whereas McGonagall's going to be like, okay, I'm going to take you for a little walk real quick, and I'm going to show you that the dragons aren't real, and then you're going to lose 20 points because I like to sleep.
Because she was bothered. Right.
Yeah.
Somebody's getting in trouble here.
Right.
But everything goes pretty smooth for Harry. It's his first smuggling deal. No big thing.
Yeah, they show up, they have their nifty little harness between their brooms, which I can see so clear in my head.
Lifting the crate into the sky with the dragon, off the top of a castle, on a mountain, in front of a river, all the way up at the top would have been a sight to see, really. That would have been cool.
Oh, yeah. Especially that Norbert, who has caused you so much fucking trouble, is in there with his ripped up teddy bear and his bottles of brandy.
In my head, there's also a full moon, so the light from the moon is casting this, like, you can really see what's happening. That's just my head. It's magical.
I forgot about the ripped up teddy bear. That makes me think of Norbert as a puppy even more so. Of course, Hagrid would do that for him. Send him off with a toy, something to keep him fed, something to keep him busy. He's got a long flight.
Yeah.
That was Hagrid's only concern.
He's a good mommy.
He really is.
I have to laugh at the end here. We're getting to the end of the chapter, and I think they were so geeked and happy that their plan was successful and that Malfoy got in trouble, and they just hop on down the stairs, and there's Filch. And where's the cloak? At the top of the tower. And they're busted.
The first thing I thought was, after they realized Filch could see them, what would they have done? They would have been, like, grabbing at their bodies, trying to find the cloak. Like, wait, we have it on, right? Oh, fuck. And realizing, like, wouldn't that have given them away just a little bit? They're not supposed to have an invisibility cloak. If they start pulling at their clothes, saying, oh, wait, why aren't we invisible? What's going on? Wouldn't that have tipped Filch off?
Yeah. I'm also thinking that it's a little strange, too, that Filch was also in that same corridor when we know that this castle is a big fucking place.
You think Malfoy ran his mouth to Filch, too?
Yeah, or maybe he didn't maybe he didn't go to McGonagall. Maybe somehow she did catch him. And he told Filch. But why would he be out then? See?
Filch wanders the school at night. That's just what he does. Every time the kids are supposed to be in bed, Filch is out wandering the hallways with Mrs. Norris.
Right. So do you think that he was in the right place, right time, at the bottom of those stairs?
This time, I kind of think he was. I think it was just a...
wild coincidence.
Yeah. Just dumb luck, man.
Just a creepy motherfucker creeping out of the shadows at the right time.
That's how it felt to me, when they're creeping down the stairs and they realize they don't have the invisibility cloak, and Filch must have been standing there like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, you're not even trying to be sneaky. Right. You guys are done.
Yeah.
That would have pissed me off.
Yeah, 'cause they were probably walking out of there, like, chit-chatting and, like, bullshitting.
They were geeked. They were happy with themselves. They probably stopped dead in their tracks and were like, oh shit.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're at the end of the chapter that he forgot his cloak like a fucking dumbass, and it's gonna cost him.
I'm curious to see what kind of punishment gets doled out here.
How many points do you think he's going to lose over something like this?
I don't know, because the point system is wildly skewed. It could be anywhere from like 2 to 520.
Yeah, it's whatever the teacher wants, really.
I'm going to go with a solid 50. It's 50.
That would definitely be the biggest deduction we've seen so far.
My wonder is, how does it keep track?
The giant hourglasses.
Yeah, there's giant hourglasses in the Great Hall with the different colored sands for the houses.
Yeah.
And they fill and empty
They're
as
When
the
does
houses...
this get explained?
They're gems.
Oh, gems. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think we've even come to that yet, but
I
it's a
don't
really
know.
cool thing. We haven't. I'm pretty sure that we have not come to that yet.
I can see it in my head.
Yeah. It's really...
Okay.
It's a great description.
But we'll get to there soon,
Alright.
I'm sure.
Yes, we will.
See you guys next week.
Yeah, I can't wait to catch up next week and get into the next chapter.
See you guys real soon.
Bye.
Well, that's our show, everybody. Thank you guys so much for listening. If you wanted to reach out to us, you can. Our email is podcastatt@gmail.com. You can also find us on Facebook by searching All the Things or at podcastatt.
Our Instagram and Twitter are podcast_ATT. And if you're interested in helping us grow, you can find us at Patreon at podcast_ATT as well. Thanks. Catch you next time.